Welcome to the last instalment of the Reef Challenge. This is tank Oddysea, and as you can see, it's a beautiful reef that's been growing really well for the time that it's been set up, which is just under 3 months. What you do notice in this reef tank is there is a wide variety of different types of corals and anemones, which is quite a good achievement in a short space of time. As you can see, it's looking really vibrant and clean. This is actually down to doing some regular water changes and using a product called Red Sea No Pox, which can be combined with using a skimmer. As well as that, it's also done rigorous testing, so checking for salinity, KH, calcium, magnesium, phosphate and nitrate, and keeping on top of all of those levels. And as you can see, all the glass is beautifully clean, the rocks are all clear, the sand is still healthy white, all the corals have got good growth going on, good polyp extension, which all really shows that it's actually doing really well and staying really nice and healthy. So this is really successful in my opinion. There's a nice little grammar in there. There's also quite a few hermits and snails, little bits of clean-up crew like that. And I don't really think you could ask for much more to be done in the short period of time. I just think it's a really successful one. So if you wanted to vote for this reef, then this is tank Oddysea. You can vote for it by commenting on this post, or you can go to the loyalty area and vote on the special post for it. This is tank Helms Deep. This tank has been running for the same amount of time as well, so just under 3 months. It's got a mixture of corals. We've got LPS as well as softies, zoas, mushrooms, little carpet anemone, and it's also got a little gold blenny as well. This reef has also been kept clean using the product No Pox, which is actually a really popular product among reef keepers because it does do really well to keep down your nitrates and phosphates. The corals have been fed with reef roids by Polyp Lab, which has been really successful here. What I also really like is the different platforms of the rocks. So she's got different levels that will work well with different types of corals that require alternative light levels. It's also started to colour up really well, considering she's actually used a version of dead rock, ocean rock, and the colours actually changed really well in the 3 months time. So if you wanted to vote for this tank's Helms Deep, and you can vote for it the same as before. This is tank GraviReef, and the interesting aspect to this tank is there's actually a floating platform rock in there, as you can see. It's also got an arrangement of different cleanup crews, soft corals, xenia, zoas, a couple of different LPS in there as well. She's also used a barnacle cluster alongside the ocean rock, which helps to give it a little bit of extra colour. So if you wanted to vote for this one, it's tank